Bob Picone, and I'd like to talk to you today about why I think childhood dreams are extremely important. Many of you might have stopped pursuing your childhood dreams, maybe because you think they're foolish, outdated, or because you're simply my favorite, you think you've changed. I'm here to tell you that is absolutely incorrect. This is my second report card, second grade report card. Mrs. Mankus quoted, "Bob gets along great with the others, but is often easily distracted." You could have wrote this about me yesterday, and it would be as accurate. The truth is, yes, we change a little bit, but a lot of who we are remains the same. And that's why I propose our childhood dreams have merit, and we should use them to factor into our day-to-day life decisions. So I'm going to share with you my childhood dreams. Top 5. Number 1, to be a vet and a Major League Soccer player. To design boats. To be the Green Power Ranger. To own the red wagon, I'll explain that in a second, and to do something extraordinary. This is, honest to God, a childhood dream of mine. Let me give you a little progress update. I have 4 F's and an incomplete on all of my dreams. I haven't been a vet or Major League Soccer. I haven't designed boats. The Green Power Ranger, not going to happen. The red wagon hasn't happened. And I have yet, I believe, done something extraordinary. Let me go into a little bit more detail. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a vet. That's my dog, Peaches. She died. That's my dream, to be a Major League Soccer player. And I went to my dad and I said, "Dad, I want to be a vet, but I kind of want to be a Major League Soccer player." And he said, "That's easy, son. Just do both." And I remember thinking, absolutely, I'll just do both. And honest to God, at every step of my life, I've used this mentality whenever I go after something, because the last thing anyone should ever tell you is that you aren't capable of doing something. So, that is my dog. She died when I was 14. Anyway, to own the red wagon. Remember this Flintstone-looking car? Everyone had one of these? Not me. I wanted this. It was $29.99 at Toys R Us. I remember the price tag because my mom used to bring me. She used to barter with me and say, "If you well behaved, I'll bring you there and you can play with it." I wasn't well behaved very often, but when I did get to go, I went and I rode it around Toys R Us as fast as I could, and I went on my adventures, and I put it back on the rack every time, and I remember thinking, I'm going to own you someday. And well, I never actually bought the red wagon because I grew it. The day I graduated college and got a car, I went out and got this. It's not red, it's not a wagon, but it reminds me every day of what you can do when you set goals and you go after something you want. Yeah. Sexy. It is a sexy car. It is. My next dream was to design boats. I loved boats. Kayaks, canoes, skiing, water skiing, everything. The only thing I loved more about boats was trying to tip them over. I spent an hour as a kid trying to sink a canoe, and I fell in love with it. The fact that you could design something, premeditate something that would work like that, and more importantly, fail. So I went to become an engineer at Villanova University. That's me in mechanics competition breaking stuff. And I remember loving it, and so I went into college, and I had to go out and get a job, and I became a construction engineer because I thought that would make me happy. My next dream was to be the Green Power Ranger. Now here's something awesome. See, I loved the Green Power Ranger. He was smart, he got the girls, he was witty, he was self-aware. There's something about him that was better. Most of all, he helped people, not just the big monsters, but in high school, when the bully was there, he was helping people. The problem was, I didn't like my job as a construction engineer. I spent 4 years doing it, and I moderately liked it for about 1.5 years. And I went back and I wondered, where did I go wrong? Why do I not? I followed everything I thought I wanted to do. Where am I? So I went back to the drawing board and I asked this kid, what is it that you want to do besides go on jack-o'-lantern hunting expeditions? And I remember thinking, I haven't done anything extraordinary yet. I have to define that. And I came back to the drawing board and I thought to myself, what is extraordinary? What do all these things add up to? And honestly, it's this. It's sharing ideas. It's learning from people. It's developing yourself and developing others. So I quit everything, and I came back to school at Cornell, and I am getting my master's in HR and organizational behavior because I want to learn how to do training and development. I want to be a public speaker. I want to write a book that's hopefully halfway decent. I want to change the way people think about themselves and the world. I want to have a family with kids and to help them pursue their childhood dreams. Because in the end, childhood dreams shape who you are before society tells you who you are. That's what I truly believe. And if you follow them, you will do what you really makes you happy. So I want to ask you all, what were your childhood dreams? What's your definition of extraordinary? what would the 8-year-old version of you say to you? Would he even like you? Are you happy? If you aren't happy, I got a funny feeling you might have walked away from what that kid had to say about you. Because honestly, some of you might have said that these things weren't possible, but you have excuses, you have responsibilities like the mortgage and the family and the career path. And I gotta be honest, that's not responsibility, that's excuses. Go out and follow your childhood dreams. Thank you.